Sean Salisbury here for Open Sports. Let's preview about 3 quick games and just a couple keys for each side. First, New England. They're hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game comes down to a couple things. One is how much pressure and different looks can New England give the Ben Roethlisberger's Pittsburgh Steelers. Willie Parker is beat up and hurt, so Mewelde Moore and other backs are going to have to fit in. The question is, can New England make Ben one-dimensional? Now, Ben's pretty doggone good, Roethlisberger, but you can also force interceptions. They've been throwing interceptions this year. If they can't protect the quarterback and Ben throws interceptions, I don't think the Steelers are good enough to go on the road, beat New England, and overcome turnovers. That'll be the key, stopping the turnovers. If Ben doesn't throw it away and carries the team on his back, they'll be in this game, not only be in it, but win it, because they're going to be in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The other side is, how are they going to deal, the New England Patriots, with a relentless pass rush and blitz and pressure, a team that sacks the quarterback as often as it seems as anybody in the league does. Every time you turn around, bam, a sack, bam, another sack, bam, a fumble, forcing a turnover. Pittsburgh's very, very good at everything they do defensively. They don't give up much points-wise. They don't give up much yardage-wise. But where you can get them in this game, I think, if they're pressure, and Matt Castle, who's going back-to-back 400-yard passing games, now you must respect the run game in New England, because they can be physical, but you also must respect the passing game because of the way Matt Castle has played. So now, what do you do? If you're going to go after Matt Castle, the biggest key for New England in this, you watch offensively. How does Matt Castle do with his feet? We know the guy can go out there and run for 60, 70 yards in a game. So if Pittsburgh gets in the backfield and doesn't make the initial hit and sack, Matt Castle can not only beat you with his feet, getting out and making 10, 12, 14-yard runs, moving the chains for first downs, but be alert for big plays by New England as Matt Castle breaks the pocket. Because this isn't just a pocket passer who sits there and throws. This is a guy whose feet can buy him not only time, but can buy yardage and first downs. That's the key. I like New England at home in this football game. The Jets hosting the Denver Broncos. You know what? I don't know when the Denver Broncos are actually going to show up and what they're going to do. I really don't. Cutler will throw it around, but the Jets are the best team in the AFC. I just think it's going to be too much. Remember, coming from that part of the country out east is difficult. The Jets at home in the Meadowlands. You've got Brett Favre playing at an MVP-type rate. Thomas Jones is running the ball. And this is a complete team. You look at the Giants in the NFC, this AFC's New York Jets version are about as complete as it gets. Now they're in a battle. They want home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So they got to chase down Tennessee, who they've beat. This is a huge game. Mike Shanahan's football teams usually rebound after something's gone wrong early in the season or something's gone wrong. When I say rebound, you don't see them play bad 5, 6, 7 times in a row. You just don't. So they've got to pick it up defensively. They've got to have Cutler pick it up and not turn the ball over, and they need some big plays. The key here, too, is a defense that's not very good on the Denver Broncos is going to have to stop and force some turnovers. I know he always comes down to this, but Brett has protected the ball unbelievably well. And like I said right now, if this continues and the Jets get into the playoffs and win the division, and Brett Favre keeps putting up these numbers, are we looking at a 4th MVP award? He's in that mix because the difference he's made on the Jets. I don't think the Denver Broncos are going to be able to slow down the Jets' offense, and they'll score. But opposite, I think that in cold and depending on what the wind is swirling or what happens, and Cutler's got a great arm, but I think the Jets' defense is plenty good enough to pressure and to get after Cutler and win this football game. And then finally, the Jets and the Redskins. This is a great game. It's going to be physical, and we're going to find out just how physical the Washington Redskins are. They need this far more than the Giants. I hope I didn't say the Jets, the Giants and the Redskins. They need this far more than the Giants do now. The Giants are going to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. This team knows how to win on the road as well as anybody does. They run it. It doesn't matter who it is. They catch it. It doesn't matter who it is. And they throw it. It doesn't matter who's defending. But you're going to have to take away something. So what do you commit to? What do you commit to? I'm going to tell you what the best defense is in this game. It's the Washington Redskins offense. Is their commitment to holding the football and sustaining drives and then finishing in the red zone. Field goals won't win. They can't kick 4 field goals and then get 1 touchdown and expect to win, because the Giants, who are a good football team and in every phase, and a great football in some other phases, and the best football team around, finds a way to win. They don't beat themselves. And if you kick 4 field goals, they'll kick 4 field goals and score 3 touchdowns. I'm going to tell you, if I'm the Redskins, the way I'd play it this week. I think all around, from player to player, person to person in the secondary, the Redskins have the best cover guys all around. I'm talking about safeties, corners, can hit you, Landry and Sean Springs and Adam D'Angelo Hall. And I mean, they've got players that can line up, cover you, and follow you around. If I'm the Redskins, I got to sell out to this, and I got to sell out to it about 70% of the time or better in this game. I've got to pressure on the run, blitz pass. Make the Giants beat you with a big play and a home run and hope that they can make the catch. That's what you have to do to beat the Giants in this game. Because if you want to play soft zone and play rush 4 guys and play, too deep zone, the Giants are going to run it down your throat. It doesn't matter. They've done it against the Ravens. They've done it against everybody they play. And if you want to play man, at least you got the risk of an interception if you're the Giants, or a tip ball. If I'm the Redskins, or hit Eli Manning and force a fumble, if I'm the Redskins, it's blitz, 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 pressure, and allow my corners to man up on your guys and say that I'm better than you. I like the Giants in the game. I believe the Redskins have to do that pressure on defense, and as tough as Quentin Portis is and as beat up as he is, I've got to run the football and win on first down, so I'm not playing in a position with the Giants pass rush and with the way they're relentless of 3rd and 8, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 13. You can't be in those positions. Somebody's going to have to do something special for the Redskins, and I think it's going to have to be their secondary that shuts down the passing attack and then blitz everybody else into the gaps so those Giants running backs can't get going. This is a huge game for the Redskins, and they'll respond and play well, but the Giants are playing so well, I don't think the Giants believe they can get beat. I'm Sean Salisbury for Open Sports.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.